Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're diving into the Microsoft Azure Administrator Certification, exam AZ-104. I'll walk you through the core exam information and key exam topics. Question 1. You need to prepare the environment to meet the authentication requirements. Which two actions should you perform? For authentication-related preparation, Azure Key Vault is the correct security component that securely stores keys, secrets, and certificates. To control who can access those secrets, you attach an access policy. The other options relate to backup or governance, not authentication. So the correct answer is C, Azure Key Vault and an access policy. Question 2. You need to recommend an identify solution that meets the technical requirements. What should you recommend? When an organization needs full control over authentication, especially with existing on-premises Active Directory, federation using ADFS is the ideal solution. Password hash sync and PTA are simpler options but do not meet advanced or legacy authentication needs. So the recommended identity solution is a federated SSO with AD-fluorine monosulfide. Question 3. You plan to deploy several Azure virtual machines that will run Windows Server 2022 in a virtual machine scale set by using an Azure Resource Manager template. You need to ensure that Nginx is available on all the virtual machines after they are deployed. What should you use? To automatically provision software on every VM in a scale set, you use the Azure Custom Script extension. It allows you to run scripts, such as installing Nginx, at deployment time. Intune and application proxy aren't relevant to VM configuration, and app service settings only apply to PaaS web apps. Correct answer is C. Question 4. You have an Azure App Services web app named App 1. You plan to deploy App 1 by using Web Deploy. You need to ensure that the developers of App 1 can use their Azure Active Directory, Azure AD, credentials to deploy content to App 1. The solution must use the principle of least privilege. What should you do? To allow developers to publish through Web Deploy using Azure AD Authentication, the correct RBAC role is Website Contributor. This role allows deployment actions but doesn't grant unnecessary administrative privileges. So answer B is the least privileged and correct choice. Question 5. You have a recovery service vault that you use to test backups. The test backups contain two protected virtual machines. You need to delete the recovery services vault. What should you do first? A recovery services vault cannot be deleted until backup jobs are stopped and protection is disabled. So the very first step is to stop the backup for each item. Only then can you delete backup data and remove the vault. Subscribe CertSpots for more certification exams preparation.